Oh, wait. I got a lot of paper, so. Do I have to click through it, or is it up to you?
That's not in my job description.
Okay, good. All right, I want to. Okay, I'm going to start again. So hello, everyone. I'm James, once more. I'm presenting another Métropole de Santé project. This one is qualitative in nature, and its goal was to identify some priorities for people who use injection drugs and recent immigrants, and also to identify some specific interventions that could support HCV treatment access. It serves to inform future co-designed MSHC microelimination interventions in Montreal. So exciting stuff coming in the future. First, I just want to thank all of the participants and the community organizations and the peers who made this research possible for me to be here and speaking with you all today. Exciting. So, talking about the first stage of this project out of 3, which was individual interviews with service users led by our peer research assistant. 33 service users were recruited, with the majority being persons who use injection drugs, with a mix of people who were treated and untreated. You can have a view here of the demographics of the cohort right here. They were asked about their experience with navigating and accessing HCV care and what made it difficult or prevented them from starting Hep C treatment. Or inversely, what also made it easier, possibly facilitated the treatment uptake. Take pictures, because I'm not going to come back. Big quotes. So, firstly, we noticed that the legacy of interferon persists in what's currently known about HCV treatments, especially regarding sobriety, drinking, active drug use. Notably, half of participants in this cohort had little to no knowledge about HCV prior to diagnosis. Secondly, and largely, I think we're all familiar with this, but meeting basic needs pose a significant challenge to feeling ready or able to initiate HCV treatment. Many participants expressed, a belief that they needed to, quote, get their life together, and talked about housing instability, food insecurity, immigration status, and an increasingly toxic drug supply, which reflects some of the broader social crises happening in North America and Canada specifically. I'm going to read this quote because I think it's very powerful, but actually, don't have a screen. I'll read it this way. It's fine. Job, apartment, take care of my debts. This person was asked about what are some things going on in your life? Job, apartments, take care of my debts, my vet bills that I need to pay, everything like that. Have something to distract me. Obviously, clean up my shit a bit more while I'm working. I can't go to work all fucked up, so that means, healthier position. I wouldn't be drinking this much. I wouldn't be using this much. Things because like that, I have other obligations. Then at this point, I would consider other treatment because I'm not getting rid of my little escape right now. Third, sliding on me, peers are essential in providing up-to-date information on hepatitis C treatment, which is often well received and reassuring for community members. Conversely, immigrants often navigated alone and felt that they didn't lack specific social resources to proceed with their HCV care. Lastly, I think this is the interesting stuff of what happens in the future. As we keep progressing through study stages, some key takeaways have been expanding peer outreach, possibly implementing short-term housing that offers comprehensive care with HCV services integrated into the transition, and involving intervention workers and care services has great potential in improving treatment uptake amongst these 2 key groups in microelimination. We look forward to future research, specifically expanding on the experiences of immigrants, and also evaluating some of these possible interventions in the city of Montreal. Thank you so much. I have question time.
Thanks, James. Does anybody have any questions?
If not, that's okay.
I guess I've got a question, and I'm sort of reflecting on the result that Basil had, where it was this very high linkage to care, and I suspect your group is much more the different, so there was a high proportion who didn't have a history of injecting drug use, whereas a lot of people here who are injecting and obviously got a lot going on. Do you think that's contributing to sort of your sort of struggle to have that higher linkage, or? For
the first study or the second one?
Yeah, the first study, yeah.
Potentially. I think that's kind of, it's difficult to say. Again, there's so much going on in people's lives, it's hard to know. And also, it's a very personal thing. People don't necessarily didn't want to identify as a person who uses drugs or homeless, whatever that be. So I think definitely that's something that, also it's difficult if a public health agent's calling you, you're not necessarily going to pick up the phone or have a phone or be able to be contacted. So in terms of public health surveillance data, it's a bit tricky to reach people without being in community. So it shows that these two interventions have different, perhaps works great for immigrants, but maybe not in other demographics. So we'll see in the future.
That's interesting. Great.
Great, thanks so much.